Welcome back to Good Knowledge Channel. Did you know that the early years of life are the golden period for developing a child's intelligence and skills? Implementing early education methods not only helps children discover their potential, but also lays a solid foundation for their future. Join us as we explore early education tips to help children grow comprehensively in this video. Play-based learning is a modern, engaging, and highly effective educational method. Instead of sitting still for dry lectures, this approach allows children to participate in fun, creative, and highly interactive activities. While playing, children not only learn basic skills like math and language, but also develop other important abilities such as logical thinking, problem solving, and social communication. The beauty of it is that children learn without feeling pressured. Additionally, play-based learning helps kids develop emotional intelligence, teamwork, and the ability to manage their emotions in a healthy way. Through play, they are free to create, explore, and discover, which not only accelerates their knowledge acquisition, but also builds confidence and independence. Thus, play-based learning is not just an educational tool to help children absorb information, but also a foundation for their overall development, intellectually, physically, and emotionally. It turns learning into a joyful, exciting, and meaningful process, contributing to a positive and effective learning environment for children. The Montessori method is a unique educational approach that emphasizes encouraging children to be independent, creative, and explore the world around them in their own way. The highlight of this method is that, instead of imposing a rigid curriculum, Montessori allows children the freedom to choose activities they enjoy, learning at their own pace. Children are encouraged to explore, discover, and learn from real-life experiences. This helps them not only develop knowledge, but also hone important skills such as logical thinking, problem solving, and, most importantly, self-discipline. Another key aspect of the Montessori method is the scientifically designed learning environment, where everything is neatly arranged with purpose. Children learn how to manage themselves, from taking care of personal belongings to respecting shared spaces with their peers. In this way, they not only gain academic knowledge, but also develop confidence, discipline, and social interaction skills. The Glenn-Doman method is one of the most popular early education approaches today, especially for children aged 0 to 6. This method is based on the belief that young children have an immense capacity to absorb knowledge, even more than adults if approached correctly. Rather than waiting until children reach a certain age to begin learning, this method encourages parents to start teaching their kids from the early years by using educational flashcards. These flashcards introduce information about vocabulary, mathematics, and images with the goal of enhancing a child's memory and learning ability. A standout feature of the Glenn-Doman method is the idea that using simple images and information stimulates the child's brain development, laying the foundation for exceptional cognitive growth in the future. However, it's important to note that not every child responds the same way to this method. The key is to be patient and flexible, adapting to each child to ensure they remain engaged and not feel overly pressured. Arts-based learning is a teaching method that uses art as a primary tool to stimulate students' creativity and thinking. Instead of only learning through textbooks or dry theory, students are encouraged to approach knowledge through artistic activities such as painting, dance, music, or theater. This method not only helps students develop their creative abilities, but also enhances critical thinking and problem-solving skills in a flexible way. Art creates a space for students to express themselves freely, fostering engagement and a deeper connection with the lesson. Furthermore, learning through art also helps develop communication skills, teamwork, and sensitivity to the world around them. The Steiner method, also known as Waldorf, is a unique educational approach that focuses on the holistic development of children, physically, mentally, and emotionally. Instead of solely emphasizing the teaching of knowledge like traditional methods, Waldorf aims to encourage children to cultivate creativity, imagination, and independent thinking. A distinctive feature of this method is that there are no textbooks or exams in the early years. Instead, teachers create learning experiences through activities like storytelling, drawing, crafting, and even playing music. The goal is to help children deeply understand the world around them through practical experiences, rather than just memorizing information. Another important aspect of the Waldorf method is respecting each child's natural development. This means that every child progresses at their own pace and is not compared to their peers. This creates a relaxed and pressure-free learning environment, allowing children to feel safe and confident as they grow and develop individually. The STEAM method is an educational approach that integrates the fields of science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics to develop creative thinking and problem-solving skills in a holistic way. Instead of teaching these subjects separately, STEAM encourages the integration of these disciplines so that students can apply their knowledge to real-life situations and interdisciplinary projects. The strength of the STEAM method lies in its emphasis on learning through hands-on practice. Students are encouraged to engage in creative projects, from building engineering models and programming technology to creating artworks that use scientific and mathematical knowledge. Reggio Emilia is an educational philosophy that originated in Italy, but interestingly, it has spread across the world. So, what makes this approach special? Reggio Emilia focuses on children as individuals full of potential, and teachers are not instructors, but companions in the learning process. Sounds strange, doesn't it? But that's exactly the strength of this approach. It helps children develop creative thinking and learn how to solve problems on their own. Instead of forcing children to follow a set mold, this method encourages them to explore the world around them through real-life experiences. If we allow children the freedom to express their ideas and thoughts, we can nurture a generation of more creative and independent leaders in the future. Have you ever wondered why children love to run around and can't sit still? That's exactly why the kinesthetic learning method was created. This approach is built on the basic principle that children learn best when their bodies are active. When kids engage in physical activities like dancing, climbing, or even just playing, their brains are stimulated to grow. It sounds simple, but it's incredibly effective. After all, not every child learns well through books or sitting quietly in a classroom, right? So why not combine learning with movement to help children develop not only their knowledge, but also their physical abilities? It's a way for them to learn faster, retain information longer, and stay more engaged in the learning process. The Shichida method emphasizes the development of both hemispheres of the brain, rather than focusing on just one side as traditional methods often do. This means that children are not only taught logical thinking, but are also encouraged to develop their creativity and emotional intelligence. Do you think this approach helps children become more well-rounded? The Shichida method places special emphasis on stimulating the brain from the early years of a child's life, because this is the golden period for cognitive development. Instead of forcing children to follow a rigid learning pattern, this method highlights the importance of creating a fun and positive environment where kids are free to explore. And don't you think this helps children not only learn faster, but also develop a love for learning? With the Shichida method, learning becomes enjoyable, natural, and helps children build essential skills for their future. Creative early education methods help children develop comprehensively in terms of intellect, creativity, emotions, and social skills. The key is to create a conducive learning environment that ignites a passion for learning in children, enabling them to fully realize their potential and become confident, creative individuals in the future. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any new videos. Thank you for watching.